Good morning. The divine was never missing, only our awareness of it. The divine is not absent from the world. What is absent is our awareness of it. Everywhere the sacred unfolds, in the pulse of the heart, the rhythm of breath, the quiet radiance of being. Yet we wander through life feeling separated from that holiness, imagining God as distant or hidden behind clouds of perfection. This sense of distance is not a condition of God's nature, but of human perception. It is not the divine that hides, but our consciousness that turns outward, seeking in the world what can only be found within. The divine is never hidden. It is our gaze that's turned away. The path of realization begins with the turning inward, a rediscovery of the sacred presence in the stillness of one's own heart. To perceive God in the world, one must first recognize the divine spark within. Then the outer world transforms, no longer a collection of isolated forms, but a living expression of one consciousness. Mystics across all traditions have affirmed this truth. Unity dawns not only through effortful looking, but through seeing with the eyes of a quiet heart. What veils this vision is ignorance, the habitual identification with limitation and fear. We mistake the transient self, bound by thought and circumstance, for who we are. Beyond this narrow self lies a consciousness vast and luminous, the same essence that moves the stars and breathes through our very being. To awaken to this truth is not arrogance, it's remembrance. The ordinary mind may shrink from the idea of union with the divine, but the awakened soul knows that the separation was never real. We do not become divine. We realize we never stopped being so. Realization cannot be reached through intellect alone. The mind can point toward truth, but only the heart can embody it. The heart must long for the divine as a child longs for its mother, not in demand, but in sincerity. Such longing is not weakness, but strength, for it opens the way to grace. In the silence that follows that yearning, the divine answers, not as a distant deity, but as a presence itself, quietly illumining the seeker from within. When the heart becomes still, it becomes a vessel, capable of reflecting truth without distortion. Then wisdom flows naturally, like water filling an empty cup. From such stillness, one no longer speaks about God, but from God. One no longer seeks the light, but becomes its expression. To find God, then, is not a journey toward a distant goal, but to awaken to what has always been here. The divine is nearer than thought, closer than breath. When the mind quiets and the heart opens, we discover that the same consciousness that moves the universe beats within us. To live in this awareness is to see every being as a reflection of the one infinite self, and to feel every moment as a whisper of the eternal. Where are you still searching for what is already within you?